Hi everyone, it's Sunday, August 4th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. Starting with the United States, packers were again able to keep steer prices firm with a few more nominal increases. Producers are well sold and they maintain that they're turning away bids on some popular steers because they just don't have them available, and more importantly, they don't want to extend themselves out too far. With regard to heavy Texas steers, there was some trading, with sales prices steady to the high end of the previous week at $26 on 62-64 pound averages. There were also rumors of $1 more, but nothing confirmed. On butts, we had some volume sales reported that were dollars lower than the posted high prices, and while these were met with skepticism by other volume buyers, we felt it was important to include them because, as you know, not every sale is at the top of the range. The cow sector is still dragging down the general market, and the lower-end selections are seeing few, if any, workable bids. With regard to U.S. slaughter, the week totaled 626,000, which is a little bit lower than what has been the norm. Some packers noted that they had a very good week and sold more than a full week's production this week as well. The export report this week was healthy, with combined export sales of 619,700 and shipments not far behind at 615,700. In our observations this week, we take another look at the current firmness in the steer market and the other factors at play in the background, including the new round of tariffs as well as the upcoming Shanghai Fair. Turning to Europe, our editor Andrea Guolo reports that a lot of the phone calls in Italy went unanswered during the week because many people have already fled on their vacations. A few places might still be open, tying up loose ends, but the wastewater treatment plants are already closed for their annual maintenance. Through the region, the start of the vacation period also means that prices were steady because little business was being done. In the UK and Ireland, 36 plus hides are still at 70 cents, both in euros and in pound sterling, with some small lots sold at 75 cents. Cows, too, were stable throughout the region. In this week's commentary, Andrea examines the data that came out last week about the Italian tanning industry, and he dives into the expectations for business in the fall once the Shanghai Fair is over and everybody's fully back to work. We want to remind you that the tannery closures this week mean that this week's issue was the last European report until September, and we'll be publishing an abbreviated report before the Shanghai Fair and ACLE with any key updates. This also means that our international report will be on hiatus until September too. From Brazil, editor Ronald Guiel reports that TR1 was steady again this week at 47 cents. Per square foot, and that raw hides were also stable. The market is rather quiet as expected with no major changes, and that said, there was some news about lower grades during the week, but you'll have to read the report for more details on that. In news items from Brazil, we note that the country's per capita spending on meat is expected to keep rising, and that JBS is investing 180 million reals in their third biodiesel unit there. From elsewhere in Latin America, we have an item about the loss of more than 9,000 footwear jobs in Argentina over the past couple of years, the leather fair coming up in Colombia, and news on armed and dangerous robberies that are costing Mexico's tannery industry millions in losses. So that's all we have for today, and until next week, good night from HideNet.